Hello, you guys. I want to get into a few things. First off, I would like to say happy Sunday. I know I had to come real quick with some motivational talks, and I also had to come with a few facts, right? It was necessary. So, my pastor preached this, and I just want to re deliver the word because he said it was necessary. So, why are things necessary in life? Why is it meant to go through certain things? Some examples of why he allowed us to go through certain things. God needed you to see the light, whether it was a bad relationship that you were in. It was necessary for you to reveal what bad looks like in a relationship and what not to tolerate when it comes to a healthy relationship. So it's necessary for you to actually see that so you know what to look for in a real man or a real woman for your next time. It was necessary for you to go through a bad experience with a job or a bad experience with whatever it is that you may be going through. Maybe that house, that first apartment didn't go right. So God didn't want you to go through that because he had something much brighter and bigger for you. So it was necessary to go through those things. So I wanted to start with that just so I can get y'all wrapped around why I am choosing it is necessary. God is not going to let you go through anything like to where you can't handle it, okay? He invests in you. What I mean by invest in you, he has a vision for you, a purpose for you in life. No matter what, you may feel like everything that's happening in your life may be happening for bad luck. It's not bad luck. It could be simply that God is testing you to see how far you can handle these situations. And not only is God testing you, the devil is testing you. And because you are a Christian and you are a God-fearing woman, he will use someone else's body to get inside of you. And that is a thing. We have to just continue to stay prayed up no matter what, because it is necessary to go through these things in life, because he has something much greater for you. Believe it or not, he has something much greater for you. Just remember, God comes and heals us from our brokenness. God comes and heals us from all of these things that we may have going on. I spoke up on this before. Our brokenness prepares us for our blessings. So no matter what we are broken at, if we're broken behind, we're still usable. And I mentioned this before, no matter what. You may feel like you lost and you don't know which way to turn, but God is here. I don't know exactly what everybody is dealing with, but God said it was necessary. It was necessary for you to go through what you're going through. Trust in the Lord, because he will direct you. He's going to direct you. Believe it or not, just understand what it is that we went through in life or what you're going through in life. God will guide you to that new you, that you knew, that better you, everything. Everything happens for a reason. It's 2025, okay? In 2025, we need to have different visions, a different mindset. We need to understand that we need to start doing what makes us happy. We need to get with God and get closer with God no matter what. We have to, because we are his children and he will guide us. No matter what, as long as you trust in him, believe in him, you can't go wrong. You cannot go wrong. Hands down. I never questioned God, right? Like, when situations happen to me in my life, people be like, how can you continue to just be you when you got so much stuff going on? Like, how are you able to still manage to stay function, and how are you still able to be you? And it's simply because God has taught me to be strong. I'm a very strong woman. I'm a God-fearing woman. I'm a strong woman. No matter what, he has his hands wrapped around me. Like, I kid you not. No matter what, I can feel his presence in the room sometimes. Like, I never question him. No matter what, I understand what needs to be done had to be done, if that makes sense. And that's why I say, in my behalf, it was necessary for me to go through certain things in life. In order for me to know what not to deal with, in order for me to know what's next in life. Sometimes God will continue to let something not work out. Okay, listen to me. He will continue to let nothing work out. He will continue to do something that will cause something to be uncomfortable, right? Because he don't want you to get comfortable with something that is not for you, if that makes sense. He will continue to do anything in his power to send you messages that something isn't for you. And it happened to the point where enough is enough. You will get that message delivered in some form of way to you. Whether he used people to talk to you as his messenger, whether he sends certain signs that something isn't for you. So you have to continue to understand, no matter what, you have to watch out for those signs, those signals when something isn't for you. And understand that in the long run, you may be sad, hurt by certain situations, right? But you will overcome all of that. You will eventually overcome all of that. Never question, do not question the reason why you were the chosen one to go through certain things in life. Understand that it's 2025 and it's your season. It's my season. It's my season to shine. It's my season. So everything in his favor that he is showing me today, I understand now. I understand why certain things happen in my life. It's because it was necessary. It needed to happen. You know how they say certain things in your life been expired. Been expired. That job been expired. That marriage been expired. That relationship was expired. Your old truck was expired, so you had to get a new truck. All that makes sense. Baby, you are going to be okay. Like, just understand that it's a new year, new beginnings, and new you. Okay? So no matter what, don't feel and never say, why me? Why you? Because you were chosen to be that person that has a vision, a passion. He has a purpose for you. Never question God. I am going to continue to be this bright, shining star. I'm going to continue to grind. I'm going to continue to do what I have to as a mother. I'm going to continue to keep going for my career, my goals in life, because he has a purpose for me. So it was necessary to go to those things because at the end of the day, God will not put you in something that you cannot handle. Remember that. Understand that it was necessary to go through what you went through. Okay? Get out that bed, pull yourself together, and realize that you ain't done. God ain't done with you. God is not done with you. God wants you to continue to be what he had for you. He wants you to continue to go towards his purpose in life that he has for you. Look for the signals. Look for the signs. I kid you not. If you are a believer, you'll understand what I'm saying right now. And if you truly are not a believer, you need to get to be a believer. I'm not here to discriminate. I'm not here to judge. But if you are truly a believer and you understand, oh, I see. She literally just had this and that happen to her. Yes, me. She still continues to smile. In other words, I still continue to smile through it all. Because it was necessary for me to go through that. And God told me, nah, I'm going to handle whoever tried to come for me. Whoever tried to come for his people, which is me, he's going to take care of it. I don't have to do anything whatsoever because God is going to take care of it. So, I hope y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Sunday. Most of all, continue to stay prayed up this year. Not let nobody stop you from your grind. Don't let nobody steal your joy. Continue to be the woman or man that you are. And do not get in something to where you're comfortable, but you're not happy. Okay? If you know deep down inside you're not happy, do not be in anything this year, 2025. Okay? And it's okay if you started a year off bad, right? But understand that God is going to turn it around for you. Okay? So if you started the year off a little bad, it's okay. You still have time. But I need you to find God now. I need you to know what God is now. I need you to start going to church if you don't have a church home. I need you to pull out that Bible, start reading that Bible. I need you to really get close with God. Once you get close with God, you will understand nothing will bother you anymore. Nothing will get you upset anymore. Because God is going to handle anything. The devil that come for you, he's going to handle it. Keep in mind, the devil will use people. Once he know that you're protected by God and he tries to get in you, he will use other people's bodies to get in their heads and make them lash out and do things to you. You're untouchable. Remember that. You're untouchable. If you're a woman or man of God, you are untouchable. And when someone do try to touch you, God is going to handle them in the most humblest way. Remember that. So I smile. I still cheer. I'm still joyful. I'm still at peace. Because God had put me in this mind frame, this mindset, that no matter what, He got me. There's no sense to me being mad, upset, bitter. I don't need revenge. None of that. Okay? I'm much better than that. And I'm strong. So I hope this message helps some people out there that needed to hear this message. And y'all have a good, blessed Sunday. I know.
Time when God doesn't give you what you want, it's because He's trying to set you up for what it is that you need. We as Christians, we got to be focused on pouring out our lives for the gospel of Jesus Christ. Anybody know that Jesus is the best thing that ever happened to you? Let me see your hand. Now put your hand back down. How many of you in here will agree with me and say, the only thing I regret is that I didn't really get saved and close to Jesus sooner? Let me see your hand. Yeah, because there's nothing like this eternal water. There's nothing like the water that God can give us. And so her first question is, if you're going to give me water, what you going to pull it out with? You ain't got nothing to do with. She says, also the well is deep. And I come to tell somebody, I don't care how deep your situation is. God is able to handle it. When we question God, what God can do through us, we question God's ability more than ours. We got to remember that the same God who spoke the world into existence is a God who is able to change our lives. Brothers and sisters, I don't know what you're dealing with today, but the Lord said it was necessary. It was necessary that you met that mountain so that you could learn how to pray. It was necessary that you went through that storm so that you could learn that He's always with you. It was necessary for you to go through that sickness so you would know He's Jehovah Rapha, the one who heals. It was necessary for your family to walk off and leave you so that you'll know He's stick closer than a brother. It was necessary. When you look at your neighbor and tell him, I don't know what you're dealing with, and I don't know what's going on in your life, but tell him, God told me to tell you it's necessary. She says, give me this water. In other words, give me a quick fix. But how many know God sometimes does not do it quickly? How many know that He may not come when you want Him, but He's always on time? So my brothers and sisters, Jesus says to her, go get your husband. She says to him, I don't have one. He said, now you telling the truth. And I come to tell you, God cannot help you until you get in a place where you tell Him the truth. Here I am, God. I need you. Here I am, God. I'm a wretch undone. But how many know He'll meet you at your need? Will you give a neighbor a high five and say, Bishop's time is done?